Look at that. Oh.
He's on there. Whoa. He hit that thing like a freight train.
And the fleet is 2 miles away. Oh my goodness. There's an old tugboat right there. See what she is. So that boat right there is that's all the information on that boat.
I'm not married to her.
So we have her beam, her length, her destination, her heading, under engine. They all have to have AIS in them. Commercial vessels. Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this one. This one's going to be hot. First off, I'd like to thank all the support you guys have given us over the last few videos, especially with the last video with Bill and Rusty coming up from Mississippi and getting over a stroke and fishing for the first time in a year. That was such a great moment, and I really appreciate all the awesome comments you guys have left. If you haven't seen that one, I'll put the link down here in the description. It's really worth a look, even if you're not a fisherman. It's just a really cool video. So in this one here, this is something I've shared here and there, and I always kind of thought that I've shared it enough where people would know it, but through all the comments and emails and stuff I've been getting, maybe I haven't been sharing that one enough. So I'm going to break this down. This is super duper important. This is a big one. No one's ever going to share stuff like this, so I hope you guys do appreciate it. People say, why does it look like your fish finder is stacked up with fish all the time? I drive forever and I can't find fish like that. And 3/4 of the time you see my screen like that, it didn't start that way. This is how it happens. I start by trying to check 3 boxes. I'm looking to mark fish, but I need them to be in shallow water, near deep water. They don't have to be stacked up and tight together. If they're scattered, that's fine. I also need to mark some type of bait, also can be scattered. And I need the water temperatures to be cool. Cool enough where the stripers can hunt up there shallow with no problem worrying about getting oxygen and stuff. You know, the water's too hot in shallow water, the stripers can't get up in there. So as long as the water's cool where they can hunt shallow, your money. So I want water depth, I'm checking my forage, and water temp. Those are my 3 boxes. Once I check them, I'm going to keep moving while I'm marking scattered fish until I stop marking them. I'm going to move upstream or up current, upwind, and then we're going to start drifting. Now get a spoon down quick. Now I'm saying this is for spoons, but it works for all other baits as well. Get a spoon down quick, and I mean before I turn the motor off, I drop a spoon down. At least even if I just have to stick the spoon down and drop the rod in a rod holder while people are rigging, that's fine. Get something down there. As we start drifting, everyone else gets their spoons down. As we're drifting and they're working those spoons, we're covering water and fish are flocking to the boat. As we drift, we'll build these schools. So in this video, you're going to see, we'll start with nothing next to the boat, and then you'll see on the left side of the side scan, on the port side, it will be loaded with fish. And as we drift, we build that school. You'll see the right side of side scan will be almost empty, but the left side will be full. And as long as we keep a spoon or 2 in the water, they'll stay with us and drift for miles sometimes. It's amazing how long we can drag and build the whole school. So that's how I always have fish under the boat, really, is because we build those schools 3/4 of the time. And the spoon does that better than any other bait because it's so attractant, you know, so flashy. The more you get down there, the better. It's all about odds, guys, and it's all about fishing in that red zone that I always talk about. These 3 boxes really explain what the red zone is. Stay in that fertile water. All right, so we got a spoon ready to put down because so when we stop, we're marking a lot of scattered fish. They're not spooled up because the tide is slack right now. It's really important as soon as you stop, someone drops a spoon quick because they'll all come to the boat as long as you've got a spoon down. If you're by yourself, throw a spoon over the side, stick the rod in the rod holder and just let it dangle. Just get it down there quick. You'll see them come right to the boat.
Oh boy. I got you.
Slack tide, so we probably will have the wind. On the port side, it should move us pretty quick. So if you got a spoon, let's drop that copper baby down there. Go ahead, John. Look at that. Wow. So what happened is you can see how there's none here on the left. Yeah. Watch. Once they start jigging, you'll see them all come up here on the left side. Yeah.
Let's get these gentlemen in the water.
And yeah, they're down there.
Here's a rod set up.
We'll be on the port side. This is Tim's. See the rod here? It says Crusher on it.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a cool stripe. What I
Look
say?
at that. You sure did. You called it.
Said they'd be on the left side, right?
You called it.
That is-
There they are.
Rusty, look at this. Actually, get a line over, Rusty. Oh yeah, there we go. Start to mark them. There's a good little group right there. See the shadows. As we're getting close to where they were yesterday, we're starting to mark them. All right, so we said, once you find them, you got to figure out what they're relating to, right? These, we know they're relating to the bait. Big schools of menhaden in here, and the bass are really hanging with those bunker, with that bait fish. So we know they're relating to bait, which is good. That's what they're eating. They're in an eating mood. That's the fish we like to go after. Now we have to put our presentation together. Are they spread out? Are they tight? They're spread out. They're not hanging on structure. They're not hanging on current. They're hanging underneath the big bait schools. As the bait school drifts, they drift. So once we find them, we're gonna drift. Keep in mind also, just because you mark 4 or 5 like that, doesn't mean there's not 50. The more we go over towards this little, right in here where the bottom comes up just a little bit, so we're up to 21 foot, it was 36. Yeah, look at that. Another big mistake. Everyone thinks if they're gonna come out with the spoons, they need to find 60 feet of water to jig in. The whole reason this thing took off for us is because we were doing it shallow. 9 feet of water, 8 feet of water even. We're usually at about 20, but 15, look, we're gonna be at 20 foot all day. We're jigging at 20 feet of water. 8, 9 feet, doesn't matter. So you don't need to find 50, 60 feet of water. Just find the bait, find the stripers, wherever it is, put the spoons down. Don't worry about how deep it is. All right, so we're seeing all of our bait. And so we're gonna slow down here and we're gonna set up a drift right around the bait. So we didn't really see any stripers in there, but we know they're near here. And there we go. Trying to see a few. There's stripers there. See how these fish are all hanging on the left side, guys? Nothing here, but they're all here. See it? There's nothing on the right really, but they're all hanging here. That's because our spoons are all scoped out. I have 8, 9 foot tides. I guess that could be a real big. Yeah.
He's on there. Whoa. Hey, hit that thing like a freight train.
Lots of them down there.
Keep fishing.
I'd start right there, Mike. We're hooked up right here. You're gonna see some good stuff.
Thank you, sir.
What color spoon you on, Tommy?
Actually, the silver. No, the silver.
Look at the
one that
screen.
looks like a fish.
Woo!
I tried the new one that we had in there.
Oh man, look at that.
Look at that screen, son. Well, pow! Oh my, Mike, what we got here, brother? Lots of fish. His fish is gonna come. Don't stop it. Look at the screen. Go ahead and crank in real quick and then reset. Yeah, let's do it.
Fishfinder screen looks stupid.
Oh man.
Doubled up. It looked like it was where his shoulders would be. Oh, he's up.
I got slack. You probably come off.
Look at that. Oh, and the fleet is 2 miles away. Oh my goodness. So you learn your machine really good. You see those marks? So when you're catching fish, look at the fish you're bringing up. That's how you learn what's down there. The more you do that, the more you can learn your Simrad. Go, baby. Water's a lot cleaner over here than it was where we started yesterday. Yeah. It was real muddy. There's that fish right down. Right to the bottom. Yeah. Look at that pile of fish. Wow, man.
Well, we use this one as the.
So many fish, Mike, under us. So many. Jeez, look at that. Go. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
That is the definition of a snotchel. If you want to know what a snotchel of fish looks like,
That's a snotchel.
that's a snotchel. Thank you guys so much for supporting us, guys. Please leave a like on here if you can. Put a comment. Those really help, guys. And the way YouTube has been, it helps us immensely. And I'm not complaining. YouTube has changed a bit, but we will have to adapt, and that's all right. Because I know you guys will support us like you've been. It's been incredible, guys. Thank you so much for that. So a like, a comment, please subscribe if you haven't. And if you want to join Patreon and help us out a little more, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. There's a link in the description. You get some cool perks with that. Like you get to see some video that I can't put on YouTube and some unedited stuff. So it's really cool, and I really do appreciate it. I love you guys. Mean it. Please stay safe on the water. Leave a few for me. Thanks, guys. Real quick tip here, guys. If you ever get on the water and you turn your Simrads on and they're black and you can't figure out what's going on, and then you realize, oh no, it's dimmed and I can't see, you don't need to cover it up with a blanket or anything or a jacket to see. You just go ahead and hit your power button a few times and they'll cycle through all your brightness. So you go ahead and just cycle through, and that's it. You don't need to cover it up or nothing. Good little tip. That one's free. The next one will cost you. It's a Tubman 601. I flew one and little Nettie goes to war. I think it's a male plane. Did you see its little balls? He's hooked up, and we got some Cinderella with a Pat's chili dog's ad. Oh man. Pat's chili dogs.